Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name's Damian.
Hello, Damian. My name is Jose.
Jose, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Are you from Brazil?
Yes, I am. You are from London, I'm sure.
Yes.
I joined your profile.
Originally, yes, but I also lived many years in Germany and I've lived many years now in Thailand. So I haven't lived in England for a long, long time.
You were born where?
In London.
In London, okay.
Yes.
So you are a Londoner.
Yes. Yes. Theoretically, yes, but to be honest, my family moved to Germany when I was a child, so I went to school in Germany.
So you speak German very well?
Yeah, like a native speaker. English, German is for me the same.
Nice.
Yeah, I have many people here on Cambly that contact me to learn German. I actually have now more regular students for German than English because there are not so many people speak German on Cambly.
Nice.
So, which city do you live in?
In São Paulo.
And São Paulo, yeah. I get many calls from São Paulo.
Yeah. You are the second teacher I talked to here in Cambly.
Yes.
I entered in Cambly yesterday.
Ah, okay.
And I'm trying to different teachers to get used to different accents.
Sure, that's a good idea. A lot of people like to do that, yeah.
And for me, the British accent, I think for me is easier than the American, for example. But
yeah.
But here in South America, we are more used to American accent.
Sure.
We are much more influenced by the American culture here in South America than British culture, for example.
Of course, yeah, understandably. Yeah. It's strange. Some people say the British accent is easier. Some people say it's more difficult to understand. I personally think that if you talk to a British person that speaks the standard British English, then I think it's easier to understand than American. But the problem is England has a lot of local dialects, and they can be quite strong and they can be more difficult to understand.
For example, I think that for you, Irish accent is difficult for you or not?
It depends. Scottish is difficult sometimes. Yeah, Scottish is more difficult.
And from Gales?
Yeah. Okay. The Welsh.
The Welsh.
Yeah.
Welsh accent.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but it's the same in Germany too. I think it's the same in many countries. You just have local dialects that can be very difficult to understand.
In Brazil, we have different accents, but we don't have different dialects.
Okay.
Although our country is so big, but our language is unified for the education.
Yes.
The education in Brazil, Portuguese gives to the language a standard way of learning Portuguese. So we have the same grammar in
Yes.
Amazon, for example,
Yeah.
and the same here in São Paulo. And Amazon from here is so a long way. It's
Yes.
so distant.
Yes, I'm always amazed how big Brazil is. It's really a huge country.
I think that we are 5,000 kilometers away from Amazon here in São Paulo.
That's crazy. You can literally go from one side of Europe to the other side.
Yeah.
You can go through so many countries in Europe by doing that.
You there in London, for example, you go to Scotland by car in 2 hours, I think, or 3. That's right?
No, not quite. But let me think how many hours. Maybe, no, a little bit longer, maybe 5 hours.
5 hours, okay.
Yeah.
So 400 kilometers, the distance between London and Edinburgh, or
the
Scottish capital is
Edinburgh. Yeah, that's right.
Edinburgh.
Yeah. I remember when I was volunteering in Scotland. I was doing my master's degree and volunteering for reforesting. So I was in Scotland for 2 months, and I remember there was a call. I was had some office duty, and there was a call, and I really thought it was a foreigner. I could not understand a word. It must have been somebody with such a strong local accent. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. I could not understand what he was saying. I never forgot that. That was very funny.
That's for us here in Brazil. For example, São Paulo from Rio is Rio de Janeiro.
Mm-hmm.
The distance is 400 kilometers from São Paulo. But there in Rio, we don't have this kind of wilderness of listening to Brazil. Only the accent, the Carioca accent is different from Paulista accent.
Yeah.
We have no difficulty understanding.
Yeah. Well, it is. I'm not saying it is like a normal situation. Normally, I understand most people in England. That it's not a problem, even if they're from Liverpool, from Manchester, from Cornwall, northeast. It doesn't really matter, but it can happen, especially in Scotland or in Ireland or in Wales, that the accents can be extremely strong, and then it can be difficult to understand. But it's the same in Germany. If you go to rural areas in Bavaria, in the south of Germany, and really into like you speak to a farmer in the rural areas, it is also so difficult to understand.
And the Australian accent for you is difficult? Is it difficult for you?
The Australian
and New Zealand.
Australian, New Zealand. No, not difficult at all. I like the accents from Australia and New Zealand.
Okay.
I think they're nice. I like the New Zealand even more than the Australian accent. I think they sound I like them. They're easy to understand for me. Yeah, very easy.
I will try a teacher from New Zealand and from Australia also, because I'm trying different accents.
Yes, it's great.
Until I find a way of understanding all. But my main problem when talking is my fluency. I don't have a very good fluency. I have a good listening, I think. I have a good speaking, I think, but my fluency is not so good.
Yeah, but that is exactly why people use Cambly, because the problem is you can learn a lot alone from the internet with YouTube, but you need to talk. If you don't talk, yes, you will not get better with your fluency. And that is, many people have that problem, many people.
Yeah. Today we have, it's so easy to get to YouTube, for example, and see a lot of videos in different accents, but if you don't practice your speaking, your fluency don't come out from you.
Yeah, so exactly. I always say it's a language. The most important thing is to speak.
Yes. I thought that listening was the most difficult to get to get the listening, to get more but now, since I've been here in Cambly yesterday and today, I note that my fluency is horrible.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's not horrible, but
I have a lot to work on it.
But everybody says about, depending on the starting level, but everybody says, at least, let's say after 2 months, it is very, very different, because you get used to you just get faster in your head, bringing the words out. Everybody says it's changed a lot after 2 months. Normally, everybody says that.
Yeah, I don't think in Portuguese to talk, to come out the words. I don't think in Portuguese. I think in English, but
that's good.
Fluency is not, doesn't come easy, you know.
But it's the same for me with Thai language. I totally understand. When I hear people talk, I do understand quite a lot. But when I have to try and say it myself, I have the same problem. It's just not fluent. It's difficult.
Yes. Oh, I'm relieved.
So I definitely know the problem. I know the problem.
You said 2 months?
Yeah.
If I press,
you will notice.
I will get better. So
yeah, for sure. Everybody says it's just a matter of practicing. Yeah. And it's good just to talk about different. There are also very good lessons if you. Okay, we haven't got now time, but there are very good lessons about news, which are fun. They are up-to-date news from yesterday, news from today, and then lessons created with topics to discuss, to talk about. They are very good, but they're not on Cambly, but they are very good.
Well, okay, we are almost in the end of the interview.
No, just the conversation.
The conversation, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so it was nice talking to you, and maybe we'll talk again in the future.
Yes, okay, for sure. I will call you again, for sure.
Okay, see you next time. Bye.
Have a